Hey there, Sharon here with simplycanning.com, and I am working on canning apricots today. Actually, I've been working on it for the past day or two, and this is my last step, and I'm getting all of my jars washed. And I know I've had lots of people say that they're concerned about washing their jars because they don't want to break the seal. They like to store the rings off of the jars because they don't want to break the seal. Well, personally, if the seal is not good, I would like to know, and I would rather have that seal come off. So I just wanted to show you, I just washed all of those jars back there on the counter. There's 25 there. And then I have a whole slew of jars here. I just counted them and I have 49 jars. I had one jar that as I was washing it, the seal did indeed come off. And that's this jar right here. See that seal? It popped off as I was washing it. Now I want you to also notice something else. The liquid in that jar had been lost, and it's not extreme, and so I could have just stored it on the shelf. But I was thinking to myself, you know, none of the other jars I lost liquid, and this one I did. I may just put that in the fridge and go ahead and use it up. So it was true that the seal on that jar, even though I checked it, as I took that screw band off, I checked that seal, and it was on, but it wasn't very strong because it popped off as I was washing it. Now when I wash my jars, all I do is I just take, here, let me turn my camera around and I can show you. Hang on just a second. So as I'm washing jars, all I do is I just have a sink of water here, and there's just maybe a couple inches of water in the bottom. I just use a rag. I put the rag on top and I go around like that, and I just make sure, because it's in those screw bands, that you want to make sure that they're nice and clean. These were apricots, so they're kind of sticky. I did not use any soap. But as I was doing that, of course, that lid popped off, which is a good thing because I now know it's not a good seal. If I would have put that in the cupboard with the rest of those jars, there's a chance that that seal might have popped off sometime during the year, and then those apricots would have spoiled. At this point, I can just put them in the fridge, and then maybe I'll make some cobbler with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I just want you to know that washing your jars is important. You want to get them clean. You don't want to store dirty things away in the cupboard. And if your seal comes off, it was not a good seal, and that is okay too. So please be sure and wash your jars. It just takes a few minutes. When you have this many jars, it takes a little longer. If you do them as you get your batches done, it's a quicker, but I have been busy throwing apricots in jars for the past day or two, and so now I'm done. All that's left to do with these jars is mark them, put them in the cupboard. This one will go in the fridge, and we'll make some cobbler out of it. So hopefully that was helpful. This is Sharon with simplycanning.com. You guys have a great day.